our 10-step new construction process. Welcome! We are excited to help you build your new home. We've found that our clients are happiest when they know what's happening and in what order. The building process is not a mystery. Here's an overview of what you can expect over the next several months as we partner together to build your home. Step 1. Select your lot. Remember, this is more than a piece of land. It's the site of your future life. There may be features, details that make one lot a better choice for you than another. We're here to help if you or your realtor have questions or need suggestions. Step 2. Line up your loan. If you're going to need financing, this is a good time to start talking to a banker if you have not already. We have several banks, financial institutions that we've dealt with over the years. If you need any recommendations or help with the financing process, just ask. Step 3. Meet with an architect to start the conceptual design process. The architect's fee for initial plan designs will run anywhere from $3,500 to $6,000, depending on the size of your home and the architect you select. AIA architects tend to cost more than draftsmen or designers due to their level of experience, education, and detail of work. We have relationships with several architects and draftsmen designers and can refer you if you wish. The initial plan design fee covers the basic design of the home. Later, we will need what we call working drawings. Please note, this process usually takes 8 weeks from start to finish. If you already have a conceptual plan in process, the plan design documentation should be done in 3 weeks. The design fee is paid when the design process starts, but can be added to your construction loan if you prefer. Step 4. You approve the conceptual design, and your architect designer starts on the working drawings. Working drawings fill in the details of your home plan: roof layout, exact measurements of room, HVAC system, etc. These are the details that we will need to bid out your home with our vendors, and your city officials need to give us a permit to build. Working drawings range in price from $2,500 to $5,000, depending on who completes the drawings. We have used both architects and draftsmen for this process, both with excellent results. It's really your personal preference, typically determined by budget. We cannot accept working drawings unless we are confident that we can build off them to our high standards. You will have approximately 3 meetings with the architect or draftsman at minimum to complete your plan, both conceptual and working drawings. Working drawings will take approximately 3 to 4 weeks to complete. At the end of Step 4, you will have a completed plan. A completed plan is defined as having working drawings to take to the city for permits and being ready to start construction. Step 5. Budgeting. Once the working drawings are completed, we create a line item budget, although we often start working on part of the budget while the working drawings are in process. This budget shows all costs related to building your home. We discuss each line item with you during an in-person budget review meeting. In the budget, there will be several items listed as allowance items. These are related to personal choices like color selections, appliances, landscaping, etc. The allowance part of the budget is the most open-ended based on your final selections of these elements. We try to give you the most accurate estimate possible, based on our discussion of optional items and the styles and brands of products you want in your home. It is our experience that most customers will have a tendency to add to or upgrade when shopping for their color selections or actually seeing their home being built. No matter how thorough we both are in budgeting, it's almost impossible to think through every detail at the beginning of your project. Thus, it's a good idea to plan for a few extras in your budget. Any items that come in higher or lower than our presented budget will be noted on a change order. Change orders must be signed by both you, the customer, and us, the builder. We usually have 2 to 4 budget drafts before we get to your final approved budget. This gives you ample opportunity to add, change, or delete items. The initial budgeting process takes us approximately 2 weeks. The additional drafts, budget revisions, and meetings and emails to determine final budget can take anywhere from 2 to 4 additional weeks. Step 6. Formal contract. We prefer whenever possible to present the contract in person. This gives us an opportunity to answer any questions as we review the contract and addenda with you in detail. A deposit will be collected at this time. We also send the contract to your banker to initiate loan preparation for closing. Step 7. Loan preparation and closing will take approximately 30 to 45 days. An appraisal will also be done during this step. Before construction takes place, your bank, lending institution, will review the plans to assess the final value of your home. If there's anything that needs to be changed to make sure the home is comparable with existing comps, we change it before construction begins. Once your loan is approved and closed, we're ready to move forward with your construction. Step 8. Meet with your design consultant to start the color selection process. We have a color consultant on staff, and you're free to hire your own. Your color selections will be completed over a series of meetings. Most of these meetings will take place at the vendor's showrooms. Plan on most visits happening during the work week. A few vendors keep weekend hours, and many things can now be selected, or at least narrowed down online to help expedite the process for you. Believe it or not, one of the first things selected will be your plumbing fixtures. We need to do this as quickly as possible, so that when we start framing, we can order the right valves to install in your walls. The selection process generally takes 20 to 30 hours over the course of 8 to 10 2-hour meetings. Step 9. Construction begins. We sit down with you to plan our construction meeting schedule. These are formal progress meetings where plans and selections will be reviewed. We also do what we call a first team meeting, to go over expectations during the construction process and to make sure that all your questions are answered before moving forward. We discuss timelines for selections and the build schedule in detail. Your home will be walked at each stage of the process to make sure that everything is going as planned, and you and our construction crew are comfortable moving forward to the next stage. Construction will take anywhere from 6 to 8 months. Many factors impact this time frame, including size of your home, weather conditions, time of year in which we start has an impact, lot preparation of your site, your timeline goals. Some customers actually ask us to build more slowly, how quickly you make your selections, how many changes or additions you make during construction, etc. Step 10. Closeout. Once we are finished with construction, you will do a final walkthrough and note any items that need our attention. Once those items are finished and we receive our certificate of occupancy, you are ready to move into your home. Enjoy! New home building timeline recap. Architecture, 3 months. Budgeting, 1 to 1.5 months. Contract loan approval, 1 to 1.5 months. Construction process, 5 to 7 months. Fastest start to finish schedule, 10 months. Longest start to finish schedule, 13 months. These time frames are approximate and illustrative, based on our 25 plus years of home building experience. Remember, we're building a custom home for you. The schedule for your project will also be custom, determined by your time frame goals and other factors at each step. We hope that this information has been helpful. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us by phone or email.